Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our fourth PSA Alpha Mail Day. This is it is now officially a series of videos that we're making. For 4 weeks in a row, we've picked up some PSA graded Alpha cards from PWCC auctions. This week we only got one card. There were about 11 cards that we were looking for that were up for auction. A lot of them were low populations in PSA 10, so they were PSA 2 of 2 of 2, 1 of 2, 1 of 3. There were a couple of 1 of 1s. Tranquility was on this list, and Pure Lace was on the list previously. I see that they're now on eBay, so whoever bought those is maybe trying to flip them. Good luck to them. I think if there were two bidders, for like $2,500, and the winning bidder was hoping to make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on the card, it's going to take a while for the market to come back to that price. So our strategy was just to kind of get like the lowest, cheapest cards available to help improve our set, because each card will improve our set 5 1,000ths of a grade point, and we're trying to get 9.75 as our ultimate goal here. Somewhere between 9.5 and 10. So 9.75 is what we want. Right now we're at 9.704 with the 4 alphas that we picked up last week. Those were all uncommons. And so this week we also have an uncommon alpha graded card to add to the set registry as well. It's really stuck in there, so I might have to rip this bubble mailer a little bit to get the second bubble mailer out of here. But like all the other PWCC auctions, the cards are very secure. This was a single card. The price was the least that we've spent on PSA graded alphas thus far, so it came United States Postal Service insured mail as opposed to coming FedEx. So anything that is probably over $1,000 will come FedEx. There's a couple more auctions to go, probably like 2 or 3 more weeks of auctions, so we are going to check the auctions this Sunday and try to get a few more cards for this set. There were, at the time, I think about 19 cards this week that could improve our set. So obviously we can't afford 19 PSA 10 alphas, but we'll try to get like 1, 2, or 3 of those. I think we're gonna need maybe like 8 or 9 to improve our set. This card is the next one that we've added to our collection. So there it is, everybody. Magic the Gathering from 1993. Let's see here. What else can I tell you about this card? Well, let's just show you it and then take a look at what it was. Centering looks pretty good. The case looks a little fingerprinted, but we can clean the cases off. You can just get some like glass cleaner and just kind of clean those up a little bit. But this was, so our 4th video in the PSA 10 graded series, week number 4, we picked up a Celestial Prism by Amy Weber. Let's see if we can get a good thumbnail for the video. That looks pretty good. What do you think? So this is a mono artifact for 3 colorless. It looks pretty good. We had a copy in PSA 9 condition. Our PSA 9, there were 17 copies in PSA 9, and this is 1 of 4 copies in PSA 10. So I feel like the populations where there were 4, 5, 6, or 7 were a little bit less expensive than the populations of 1, 2, or 3. So that makes it a little more affordable when you can kind of get the higher population alphas in PSA 10 graded. Let's try to take a, there you go, that's pretty good. Yeah. All right, so that's going in the PSA graded set. We're gonna take out the PSA 9. I know for a fact that that card was really kind of off-centered, so it was sort of pushing the PSA 8 range, but this is a little bit better centered, a little bit nicer than the PSA 9 copy that we had. Again, art was by Amy Weber. She was one of the original Magic artists. And so this will improve our set. Like I said, it's worth 1 point on the graded scale. And so overall it improves the overall grade 5/1000ths of a grade point. So this will take our set from 9.704 all the way up to 9.709. So when you round that up, it becomes 9.71. So I think, like I said, we've got about eight or 9 cards in this condition to go to make the whole set 9.75. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to learn a little bit more about Alpha PSA cards or PSA 10 alphas. This is going to be a fun journey that'll take probably quite a while to pick these up. They're very scarce cards. Like I said, this is only 1 of 4 copies in PSA 10, and there's only 17 copies in PSA 9, so a total of 21 copies in 9 or 10. It's one of the 295 cards you need for the Alpha set, and it's going into the set registry right now. So feel free to like this video, leave any comments below if you have questions about PSA 10s or Alphas. We're not going to crack this one out and play with it in Alpha 40, and we're probably also not going to crack out the PSA 9. We're probably going to leave that in its holder and sell it as is in mint state, and continue to collect the Alphas in the PWCC auctions and try to improve the overall grade of the PSA Alpha set to 9.75 at the very least. So appreciate everybody for watching this video. Hope you have a great week and learned a little bit about PSA graded Alpha cards. Take care until next week. I'm hoping to get a couple cards in that auction and then show you on the channel what we got. All right, thanks everyone.